Hi YouTube, this is Rose. We got some breaking news. Federal judge orders Hillary Clinton deposition over private emails. Still more to learn. March 2nd, 2020, and this is coming from PJ Media. Secretary of State Hillary Rodham Clinton pounds her fist as she testifies on Capitol Hill in Washington Wednesday, January 23rd, 2013, before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee hearing on Benghazi. We all remember that. What difference does it make, Hillary, whether you have to go see a judge about this now? A federal judge has ordered former Secretary of State and fallen president candidate Hillary Clinton to sit for a sworn deposition in order to answer more questions regarding use of her private email server during her tenure at the State Department. D.C. District Court Judge Royce C. Lambert granted a request from conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch. Good for you guys, arguing that her past statements on the matter were insufficient. As extensive as the existing record is, it does not sufficiently explain Secretary Clinton's state of mind when she decided it would be acceptable practice to set up and use private server to conduct State Department business, Lambert said. According to Lambert, Clinton's previous written response to questions were either incomplete, unhelpful, or, I don't know that word, at best. Simply put, her responses left many more questions than answers. Judge Lambert specifically ordered an in-person deposition because using written questions now will only muddle any understanding of Secretary Clinton's state of mind and fail to capture the full picture, thus delaying the final deposition of the case even further. The State Department has been pushing for the discovery phase of this case to come to a close, but Lambert said he is not ready to do so, saying there's still more to learn. Woo, I bet there is, and we're gonna find out. Some of it anyways. Judicial Watch, which initiated this case in 2014, is looking for information regarding whether Clinton used her private email server to intentionally get around the Freedom of Information Act. Ooh, smart woman. Or somebody was smart. Whether the State Department acted in bad faith or whether it tried to settle the case years ago, and whether the department had adequately looked for records in response to the Judicial Watch initial FOIA request. Given the settlement attempts and the records search took place after Clinton left office, the judge ruled that the deposition should focus on whether she intentionally tried to use her private server to evade FOIA and her understanding of the State Department's record management requirements, according to Fox News.
Calling out a rigged system. President Trump taking to Twitter following reports that the former FBI director began drafting an exoneration statement for Hillary Clinton, writing, quote, "Wow, looks like James Comey exonerated Hillary Clinton long before the investigation was over, and so much more, a rigged system." Here now is Tom Fitton, Judicial Watch president. Well, Tom, this is based on a couple of senators who are not known as radical guys. This is Senator Lindsey Graham and Chuck Grassley. They're pretty cautious members of the U.S. Senate, and yet they were totally frank in their condemnation of Comey, saying that he got the conclusion first that she's innocent and then began fact-gathering. That's exactly the opposite way it should happen.
Well, it's not only the senators, David. It's it's based on the testimony, the sworn testimony of Comey's then chief of staff and one of his top lawyers there in the FBI. And they told investigators he began drafting this statement in either April or early May, which is 3 months before he issued the famous statement we all know about now, but also before virtually every important witness was questioned.
Unbelievable.
And you got to ask whether the FBI agents and Justice Department attorneys conducting those questions or those questionings knew that it was rigged, that they had already made a decision.
All this means we need a new investigation, right?
I would audit the entire Justice Department's operation, especially with respect to its handling of Hillary Clinton's email investigation.
Well, related to that, and I want to go right into this because you're a part of it, now a judge has ruled that the FBI has to release some additional details surrounding the investigation into her email servers. So, Tom, this was based on your group's request, so congratulations.
Well, thank you. We're trying to get the State Department to tell the Justice Department, look, you got to go get the rest of Hillary Clinton's emails because we're not sure you got them all. And they don't want to do that. And they say, well, the FBI did this and that. And they gave the judge a secret document about what the FBI did. And we said, well, that's ridiculous. And the judge says, you're right. You're going to get the information. It's not grand jury material as alleged. And what's disappointing about this, David, is we're fighting the State Department, the Justice Department, the FBI, which are presumably run by appointees of the president. And I don't know if this is the deep state or the, but frankly, at this point, the leadership of the agencies need to take ownership and figure out what's going on this key public interest
scandal. Well, that's a great point. Will this be a tool to figure out who is operating against the president's interests in those institutions?
Well, you would think. But Tillerson and the State Department and Attorney General Sessions and his top deputies need to start paying attention to these issues. The Hillary Clinton email scandal hasn't gone away, and the American people still want justice and accountability. And fighting Judicial Watch every step of the way about basic information about what went on seems to be at odds with the president's promises. And I guarantee you the president doesn't want this agency approach to secrecy and protecting the swamp.
Well, thank goodness you're there, and thank goodness we have an independent judicial system that is giving you some victories when we need them badly. Tom Fitton, let us know what happens, please. Keep us in touch. Appreciate it.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be more to come, folks, and we are going to find out. What difference does it make anyways? Hillary, show us the emails. Comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this. Have the best day ever. Bye.